Happy Sunday, everybody. Good morning. How we all doing? I see a lot of you in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What is going on? So I know people are freaking out, but let's just breathe. Woosah, woosah. Take it easy. It's okay. It's all gonna be fine. All right. I know we're upset about yesterday's game, and we're gonna talk about yesterday's game. Let's chill out. Okay. Um, I'm upset too. Believe me, I'm not happy with the results. Okay. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. All right. But first, shout out to all of you in the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in as you always do. Let me say what's up to the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with anybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And all the support that you all give to this channel is greatly appreciated too. And I do thank you for it. I am on the road to 800 subscribers. So let's say what's up to the chat. CT Cards. What's up, CT Cards? How you doing? Jared Williams. What's up, Jared? How we doing? Who else we got in the chat? Who else we got in the chat? Going down the list here, going down the chat. We got FJ. Good morning, FJ. How you doing? Jonathan, what's up? How we doing? Good morning. We got Ken in the building. What's up, Ken? How's it going? Nosebleed section. What's up, Nosebleed? How's it going? Sean Browning is in the building. What's up, Sean? Raymond Klickner's in the building. What's up? We got Joe in the building. Ronald is in the building. Mello is in the building. Whoa, we got quite a few people. But yeah, salute to everybody in the chat. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And real quick, I want to shout out to my guy Nosebleed section with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Nosebleed section. Greatly appreciate it. Your support. You're one of my biggest supporters on this channel, and I appreciate it very much, man. So thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Also, folks, make sure you're all hitting those heart emojis at the bottom. It does help out with the live stream. So, we got my guy 4 Train Express, Mazza in the building. Make sure you all subscribe to 4 Train Express. Does a really good job over there on his channel. So, look. Let's get right into it, okay? Yesterday's game, it was a disaster. It was a disaster. It was embarrassing, all around, right? Nestor Cortes had a terrible game. The bats were not alone. A better game, meaning that he was going to have a better game because stadium. And this season, the Rays have, destroyed Nestor Cortes. They really have. Nestor Cortes has not had any great outings against the Tampa Bay Rays this year. So the Tampa Bay Rays have been hitting well against him. And I see Yachty in the building. What's up, Yachty? Good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, have a great day. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I know who you are. I know who you are. Shout out to Yachty. What's up, Yachty? I know she's happy right now because I know she's an Astros fan, but her team's been doing well. But shout out to Yachty though. Yachty's good people. She's good people. I like Yachty. But anyway, like I was saying, the Yankees got hammered yesterday, right? Nestor Cortes had a terrible start. He only went 4 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, gave up 3 home runs, struck out 1 and walked 2. That was just a terrible performance. Oh, what's up, Dev? How we doing? Jake Boss is in the building. What's up? How we doing, guys? So, yeah, Nestor had a terrible game yesterday. I mean, it's not like the bats were any better. Okay, Ben Rice went 1 for 4. Juan Soto went 1 for 4. Aaron Judge went 0 for 2. Austin Wells went 0 for 3. Narvaez pitched hit, and he got his first major league hit, which is nice to see. You know, I was happy for him. I was happy for Narvaez. Gleyber Torres, 1 for 3. Alex Verdugo, still struggling, 0 for 3. Okay. Anthony Volpe went 1 for 3. Grisham went 0 for 2. DJ LeMahieu, the player that's getting criticized the most, went 0 for 3. So, yeah, exactly. At least Carlos got his first major league hit. Exactly. But Raymond, do you know something, man? I'm asking myself that question too. I don't know. I wish Vivas got a chance. He should have gotten a chance last week. You know, I would have put him over Gleyber Torres in a heartbeat, or even DJ LeMahieu. Maybe he gets called up again. Who knows? But speaking of call-ups, so the Yankees did option back Josh Masachowski. Hopefully I said that last name right. Back down to AAA. And this morning they recalled Yoandry Gomez back to the Major League roster. And I just thought I'd share that news with you. So Yoandry Gomez is back on the Major League roster. Let's see if the Yankees might actually use him today. So they do need a fresh arm. So you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in today's game. The lineup is out. We'll talk about the lineup. Coming into the game, Bradley was 3-0 with a and Bradley pitched well against the Yankees yesterday. I mean, he shut him down. He went 7 innings, struck out 5, only gave up a hit, and he walked 2 batters. I mean, that was his performance yesterday. He's pitching right now. His ERA is at 2.63. Cortez's ERA as of right now is at 3.99. So, you know, it is what it is. Raziel, what's up, Raziel? How we doing? Smash that like. Exactly. Smash that like, folks. Let's get those likes up, people. Let's get those likes up. Let's get this channel to 800. So, hey, back it up, binge. Oh, tell me about it, man. With the Yankees have to win today. They got to win today, but they have to win tomorrow to also win the series. It's a 4-game set. Your boys won yesterday against the Rangers, so y'all are 2 games ahead in the division. So, you know, that was a good win for the Baltimore Orioles. Is the Orioles series against the Rangers a 3-game series, or is it a 4-game? If it's 3, is it do you think they'll sweep? Yeah, well, the bats need a lot of patience. The lineup needs fixed. The lineup needs fixed. That's all I know. That is all I know. The lineup does need fixed. It's clear. Okay, it's clear that this lineup needs fixed. Okay. There's a lot of players that are being discussed right now. You know, we're talking about potentially Luis Rengifo. He's a name that's being discussed. Jazz Chisholm, obviously. Actually, Raziel, I'll bring up the lineup, but DJ does not start today. He does not. He's actually not starting today. I know Aaron Boone made his. I know Aaron Boone made those comments yesterday about DJ deserving of his at bats, which I didn't agree with, and I know there was a lot of fans that were busting Aaron Boone's chops about it, which is nothing new. Because fans are always ready to jump on Aaron Boone's case. But, he absolutely had to take DJ out of that lineup. Cosmo Kramer on the mound today. Oh, rotation needs help. Sweeps are tough, hoping but not confident. Yeah. Well, I'm y'all need help with pitching just like the Yankees do, and Yankees need help with the infield as well. They need to go out and get a third baseman. So DJ LeMahieu is 80 years old. So not 50, but 80. No, just kidding. He's 36. He's 36, but fun little Aaron Boone fact, because I know a lot of folks like to bash him, and like I said, I don't always agree with the things he says. I don't always agree with his decisions, but when they won their game on Friday, Aaron Boone had a career high winning percentage, boosting from 599 to 600. His lifetime record is 318 wins and 213 losses. He's the 10th manager to have reached a 60% winning percentage in the major leagues. So he joins Dave Roberts and Joe McCarthy. So to me, that's a big deal. All right. I don't want to say he's a great manager. He's a good manager. So he's done some good things for this team. What he's missing, though, is a World Series championship. His resume in the playoffs is not great. It's not great. So there's no denying that. His playoff resume is not great. All right. He did this with with teams that he didn't really have a team around him. Not really. This season was the best team that he's had so far, in my opinion. All right. Even in 2018, they could have potentially made it to the World Series. But, that team was still incomplete. Birdie had a setback. John Birdie had a setback there, back it up binge. He was making progress, and he had a setback on his injury. He had a calf injury, so he got a PRP injection. So they're going to see what happens next. Or else, yeah, he if he wasn't hurt, he'd be playing over DJ 100%. There's no doubt about that. It's not that I'm trying to candy coat Boone's numbers here. I'm just saying Boone does a good job, but his playoff resume has been bad. I said it. All right. So that's what's missing right now is his success in the playoffs. He's able to get the team into the playoffs. He's just not able to excel from there. Right? He's taken the team to the playoffs every year except 2022, or excuse me, 2023. But yeah, playoff records, that's what matters. That's what matters. All right. And Aiden, what's going on? I see you, Aiden. Yeah, and I agree. The playoffs, that's what's missing. And listen, I know I might get a lot of heat for heat for this. Girardi, he got one World Series, right? Yeah, we could give him all the love and praise for that one World Series that he got in 2009. But he had the core four, and then they added to that core four in the offseason, right? They added CC Sabathia, Mark Teixeira, AJ Burnett. They added those guys. They won the World Series in 2009, and we thought, okay, they're gonna win. They're gonna win more. They're gonna go on a consecutive World Series streak. They didn't under Girardi. Right? From 2010 to 2017, they did nothing under Joe Girardi. And yet, us fans, we still like Joe Girardi, right? So yeah, I mean, if you look at the postseason resume of the Yankees, yeah, Stanton has been the only success really. Got to be a third baseman for the Yanks to go after. Should be easier to land than a pitcher, other than the Mariners. Not sure who's the bat. I mean, third base. I mean, Paredes has been discussed. I mean, Rengifo. I would have loved Ryan McMahon, but the Rockies made it clear that he's not getting traded. So there's a lot. There's a lot of there's other options. Who knows who the Yankees look into? Yo, cold Italian pizza. How you doing? What's happening at NFE? I really hope to. Yeah, you and me both, man. You and me both. You and me both. Oswaldo Cabrera starting at third today. Yeah, it did, and I know people like to say that he held players accountable and he didn't sugarcoat anything, but did it lead the Yankees into more World Series? He got the one in 2009. Hey, let's give him his flowers for that. But the years after that, did it lead them to more World Series? Unfortunately, it didn't. All right, it didn't. All right, so yeah, no, I definitely I remember that too. And it's just if anybody, if there's a manager that should be, I mean, obviously we could talk about Joe Torre too. I mean, Joe Torre, he got 4 World Series, right? 96, 98, 99, 2000, right? But then from 2001 to 2007, there was no World Series. He was still able to take the team into to the playoffs, no problem. But they didn't win a championship in those years. And I'm not saying anything bad about Joe Torre. I'm glad he had a lot of success with the Yankees. He had great success with the Yankees, but again, from 2001 to 2007, he went on a long stretch of not having any World Series championships. Boone hasn't won one, unfortunately. All right, I would love for him to get one, and this season is going to be, it's a do or die, right? It's a do or die. They have Juan Soto for the next few months, so they got to show Juan Soto that they're serious about the season. All right. So hopefully Cashman and company are doing what they have to do. I think they are. I want to believe that they are. They see the holes that are needed on this team, right? Third base, bullpen, and they might have to go after a starting pitcher. You know what? I think they will have to go after. They will have to go after a starting pitcher. So that's what I think. I agree with you. I'm saying his favors do. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I mean, being a manager, it's definitely not easy. It's definitely not easy, especially being a manager of the New York Yankees. you know. Yeah, but Jonathan, they won the World Series in 2009. Did they win any other World Series after that under his management, under his tenure? And this is not me crapping on Girardi. I like Girardi, you know. But did they win another World Series after 2009 under his time? I'm asking you. Well, no one wins every year. I do agree with that, Raziel. But us Yankees fans, we have expectations of this team for them to win every year. And when this team doesn't win every year, we get frustrated as a fan base. And yeah, Boone makes mistakes. I'm not saying he doesn't. I think he's a good manager, not a great manager. When Torre took over the Yankees, he had the most time in MLB. Yeah, without making a World Series, Torre proved that what he can do. Well, right, but Torre also had the core. He had a core of players under his watch too. You know, the basic construction of the Yankees roster is flawed. Boone doesn't have crap to building that. Yeah, and so this is again, to Ken's point, this is where Brian Cashman has to step in. They got to step up. They have to step up. They got to come through. And even if it means you get the best player possible, or players, I'm going to say players, get the best players possible to succeed, they might have to start giving up some of the prospects that some of us fans value. So it's going to have, every trade is going to hurt, and maybe that's what they need to do. Nestor probably. I mean, I could see him getting traded, kind of like what the Yankees did with Jordan Montgomery a couple of years ago. So that's a possibility. Yeah, and I've been saying Nestor goes to the bullpen. I've made that comment many times before. I've gotten a lot of resentment over that, some resentment. No, we didn't see Girardi's teams be inconsistent, but the problem is Girardi, again, they won the one World Series in 2009, and after that, they haven't won another World Series. I know Boone doesn't have any. I get that. But Boone also wasn't always given the team that he should have been given. He worked with what he had, and he somehow, some way, still made it happen. But yeah, his playoff resume is not great. His playoff resume needs to be a lot better. He gets him to the playoffs. It's just unfortunately they get beat by other teams, And I hate to bring them up, but the Astros is that one team that's been a pain in the Yankees' ass, plain and simple. Yeah, Astros would be there in a year. I mean, it's the Astros. You can't ever count them out. The Astros are a good team. But again, it's clear that the Yankees need help. All right, I mean, they need help. They definitely they need to make some moves. But other teams. And I know you're going to say who cares about other teams, but there's also teams like the Dodgers who spent over $1 billion in the offseason. They got holes on their team. So just saying. For a good postseason roster, you need 3 solid starters. Boone hasn't ever had 3 quality starters in his 7 years. Exactly. Yankees are home run independent. Those that live by Dinger die by. Yeah. Yes, exactly. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I know you went to the game yesterday, Frank. I'm sorry, man. That had to suck, man. Going to yesterday's game and Nestor killing the mood, the offense killing the mood. That sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, I like Gleyber Torres too, but yeah, he's not playing great this season. I expected him to come out the gate swinging. I expected him to have an awesome year because it was his contract year and it was going to be a motivator for him, but he's having a terrible year so far. Yeah, I know your dad's a Dodgers fan, although they beat Boston yesterday, so that was nice. Yeah, Frank, I know you said you went to the game yesterday. What was the mood like at the stadium? Like how are the fans reacting? Yeah, I mean, some of that and some of that too, man. It's just it had to they had some injuries. A lot of that had to do with injuries. So these guys were getting hurt every year too, and they still had some missing pieces on those during those years under Boone's management. Who won't be here past the deadline? Honestly, who I don't want to see personally, who the Yankees are going to move on from, I don't know. But who I don't want to see, Raziel, Caleb Ferguson, I don't want to see him. Jahmai Jones, I don't want to see him. JD Davis, I don't want to see him. That's three. Personally, if they could find a way to trade away Nestor Cortes, I don't want to really see Nestor. Torres is another one. I don't hate Caleb Ferguson. I don't hate him, but he hasn't been good. I've given him a lot of chances. But he hasn't been the guy that we were all hoping for. Yeah, you might be right there, CT. You might be right. Mood was bad after Nestor giving up a couple of home runs with no offense. People were leaving top of 6. Whew. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. So, I mean, what's up, Heme? Would I want a new catcher or keep Trevino and Wells? Well, Trevino is on the IL right now. He's going to be out for a little while. It sounds like from Aaron Boone with a quad injury. Narvaez is up. I mean, I don't think the Yankees are going to go after a catcher. The Yankees have a plethora of catchers right now in their farm system. So I personally, I would keep Wells and Trevino. I mean, if Narvaez starts playing, whenever that may be, I know he got his first hit, his first major league hit. I'd love to see Wells and Narvaez. I mean, Narvaez is good behind the plate. He's got good defense. His bat is not too bad. I don't think they're going to go after a catcher, though. If they really wanted to go after a catcher, I mean, the guy from the Rockies would be a good option. Bob Clappish, yes. Austin Wells is starting today. Yeah, right. Yeah, contact hitters. That's what we're needing. Paredes, Pham, Birdie, Newman. I mean, hopefully they get John Birdie back. Newman would be cool. I don't know if the Yankees go after Pham, but I like Pham. I do like him. I just don't know if the Yankees go after him. Paredes, sign me up. Verdugo, I don't see it. Now, if Jason Dominguez wasn't hurt, you could easily say, well, Verdugo could get benched in favor of Jason Dominguez since Verdugo is in a major slump right now. Right? I mean, they could call up Oscar Gonzalez. That's another option. I mean, they could have potentially called up Everson Pereira, but he's out for the year. Nosebleed section, yeah, he was signed as an emergency in case Rice was not good. Right. We're talking about JD Davis here, exactly. So, yeah, I know you're not thrilled with either catcher, Trevino or Wells. I get that. Yeah, I know he's playing first, but apparently he could play third. And yeah, Yandy Diaz is not playing right now. He's for personal reasons. He's got some family matters, I guess. Yeah, he's probably a September call, but as long as he heals up, I mean that's the big thing. He needs to heal up. Hopefully he can heal up. Well, I'll say it like this, Nosebleed. If the Yankees are in a win now mode, and if the fan base wants this team to win now, maybe that's what it'll take. It's not going to just take Rice. It's going to take a few guys. But apparently, the Rays have apparently been looking at some of the Yankees prospects. Which prospects I don't know, but there is some interest there. So the Yankees and the Rays could be talking right now. They're playing against each other right now. Brian Cashman I'm sure, has been talking to their GM, right? I'm not saying this as a fact. I'm just saying it's possible, you know. But I don't think Ben Rice would get moved. I highly doubt that. So yeah, Paredes is a primary third and second baseman. I mean, and that's what they need is a third baseman. So, but Ben Rice could, I think he's going to be remain. I think he's going to be the first baseman, even with Rizzo coming back. So I think Ben. Yeah, I don't think Ben Rice is going anywhere. I wanted to pull up this comment. If you can't sleep, yesterday's will help better than NyQuil. You have a cold. No doubt, Eunice. How we doing? Yeah, possibly. That's a possibility. I mean, here's the thing: they could call Rumfield, or they could move Ben Rice to catcher. Although he's playing well at first base. The Yankees got a lot of catchers in their minor league system, so there's a lot of things that they can do. They have so many options right now in terms of the catcher position. But yeah, Sean, I could potentially see Rumfield getting moved. Second and third is a issue, yeah, but I think are the main issues. But I think third base is a bigger issue than second base, in my opinion. I think third base is a much bigger issue. Although second base needs to be addressed. I'm not saying it shouldn't be addressed. It needs to be addressed, but third base is a bigger issue than second base. So third base, you got to acquire a third baseman. Second base, the thing is they could plug in John Birdie when he gets back, unless they decide to go after Jazz Chisholm. But we'll see, folks. We'll see. There's a lot of things that the Yankees need to do, right? With third base, second base, they might have to get a starter. They might have to. They're definitely going to address the bullpen. The bullpen certainly needs help. Yeah, since A-Rod, yeah, they haven't had a legitimate third baseman since then. I mean, I guess you can say DJ, but unfortunately, injuries have plagued him. Yeah, well, Frank, I hear what you're saying. You're not wrong with this statement. I hear what you're saying. Hopefully, that doesn't become the case. Hopefully, that doesn't become the case. I mean, they need to continue playing Ben Rice. All right, man. Go sign up, bro. You got my support. Yeah, hopefully. I think that's the main problem right now is that with Giancarlo Stanton being out right now, I think some of the players on this team are pressing too much. They're pressing hard, and they shouldn't be. What's up, Christopher? How you doing, man? Just out of curiosity, you know how you Yankees talk when it comes to the Subway Series 4 versus 7. You guys seem to forget B and D train stopped there too. Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware. I used to when I'm back in New York, I take the B train to Yankee Stadium. So, but the 4 and 7 are the well-known ones. Those are the more common ones, right? The B and D, yeah, I know the B and D stops at the stadium too. Yeah, only $2 million a year. Yeah, it's nothing there, Raziel. Yeah, CT cards. Unfortunately, you're right. Hey, Dobby, what's up, man? I'm broken, man, with the Yankees. Don't see them getting fired up if they make a trade. So you're saying even if they make a trade, they don't get fired up? I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think Rizzo's days is over. I have to agree. I live in the West, man. I live in Colorado right now. That's where I'm at. Remember, Cashman brings in guys we don't think about too much. You talking about in trades during the trade deadline? Yeah, he does bring in guys that we don't talk about. We haven't even thought of. So yeah, Denver's fire. It's expensive. It's getting expensive out here for sure. Yeah, it's definitely getting very pricey out here. Nowhere near New York, but still expensive nonetheless. Yeah. What up, sweet baby? Yeah, a lot of potheads out here for sure. Sad part was that they were counting on Stanton to be a major contributor. Now he can't wait to get him. Well, he was a major contributor. There was a lot of fans that were crapping on him, saying that he should have been DFA'd or whatever or traded. I mean, Bob, Do I miss living in New York? There's some things I miss about living there. Other things, not so much. I don't miss the cost of living. I don't miss the stress. I'm glad I don't live there now. I mean, that city has turned. It's a mess now. My goodness. I mean, when they come out here to Colorado, I could go see them at Coors Field, which next season the 2025 schedule has come out, and you know the Yankees are going to be out here next May, so I do plan on going for sure. That'll be cool to get some of the other content creators to come out here too. Well, that's because we were talking about Colorado, and because of the fact that weed is legal out here, so that's how the conversation came about. But I'm not going to talk about weed. Stan's going to take a little bit to get going again. He always takes a bit when coming back from injury to get going again. Yeah, exactly. So a little bit of patience is definitely needed, no doubt. Um, yeah, hopefully. I went last year to Coors Field, but there was no Aaron Judge. There was no Aaron Judge. He was hurt from getting hurt at Dodger Stadium. So, but yeah, folks. So Yeah, I left NYC in the 90s and you moved to Florida. I got you. Yeah, I mean, Judge is still, I know folks are saying he's off, but I mean, he's still batting over 300. He's got a 307 average. His OPS is at 1107. So, I mean, Judge is still playing well. He's still trying to carry this team as best as he possibly can, but there's other players on this team that need to step up. Yeah. What channel is the game on? Let's see. I usually just watch it on Major League Baseball TV, but it's going to be on the Yes Network. There, Raymond. Yeah, I mean Soto had a little bit of a slump there too, but he's back, he's starting to hit again. So, Soto and Judge are the only ones playing well. I mean, Ben Rice he's trying, but I think he needs to, just get back to, he just needs to focus on getting on base and getting hits. He's trying but I think he's been pressing a little bit, but he's also a rookie. So I'm not going to be harsh on him, but the guys that they got to play, man. And they're not playing is Verdugo slumping, Torres slumping, LeMahieu clearly slumping, right? These guys are all slumping. They need to play. But again, there's no DJ LeMahieu in the lineup. Volpe is another one. He needs to step up. He's kind of fallen off a little bit. So I mean, jaded. I feel the story of this team been told over and over. This team called Wolf. Let's hope this year it's different. Let's hope this year it's different. This team, it's a different team this year, right? I know. Again, they've been playing some terrible baseball. Li, hello. Yes, DJ should have just retired. Yeah, he's going to retire and just not get paid the rest of his money that he still owed. Copy. Yeah, I mean, DJ's best days are behind him, no doubt. I mean, like I said, the injuries have plagued him, right? Yeah, if you were not Rice, Soto, and Judge, then you were either injured or in a slump, pretty much. Yeah, DJ LeMahieu is not going to leave $30 million on the table. DJ would play one more season, at least in a New York Yankee uniform. I mean, I think if he has once he has one more year left on his contract, I can see the Yankees maybe DFAing him, kind of like what they did with Donaldson and Aaron Hicks. So, I could see that with DJ LeMahieu, because let's see. Yeah, because he'll play this season. He'll be on the team next season. And 2026, that's the last year of his contract. I could see him getting cut then, and they'll probably pay him out. Yeah, DJ. Yeah, he's batting 177. I mean, you can't have a guy that's batting 177 in the lineup, right? Trent Grisham he's a bench piece, right? But he's batting 185. But you can't put a guy like that out there every day. Although he's looked better at times. There's his defense is good. Volpe, he needs to get his number. He needs to improve, but his batting average is better than where it was last year. Verdugo's batting average has dropped mightily. He's hitting 231. Gleyber Torres is hitting 232. Right, the big bats is Soto and Judge right now. So those are your big bats. So I know I wouldn't. I know if I was a terrible player and I sucked at as a baseball player, I'm not leaving $30 million on the table. Nope. If I was DJ, I would not have a problem leaving $30 million on the table. $30 million is still a lot of money. I'm not leaving $30 million on the table. That's insanity. But he's not going to leave $30 million on the table. Yeah, exactly. Why would I leave money on the table? Why would I leave $30 million on the table? I've already accepted it, so that's why I already said it. He's going to be on this team this season, next season, and then 2026. I could see them moving on. I could see them potentially DFAing him in 2026. So, yeah, whether folks like it or not. Yeah, DJ's not going nowhere, and he's not going to retire. But I'm going to take a quick pause, though. We're almost an hour into the live stream, so I do appreciate every single one of you tuning in. If you're watching this on Twitter, come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, join the conversation. Let's get this channel to 800 subscribers. That's my goal now. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with anybody you know. Also, make sure you all are hitting the emojis down there at the bottom. It does really help the channel out, especially with the YouTube algorithms. I would greatly appreciate it. Li, I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. I think a lot of us fans have been talking about that the Yankees have some holes to fill. That's not an unpopular opinion at all. I mean, it's a quite a popular opinion. There's no doubt that the Yankees need to make some moves. Hey, what's up, Stephen B? You're good, bro. Hey, look, listen, make your cheesecake. Make your cheesecake. Hopefully it's a good one. And happy birthday to your father-in-law. Hopefully you all have a good day. Hopefully he enjoys the cheesecake. I think he will. I mean, some of those pictures you sent me looked really good. And that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion there, Dobby. I'm understanding what you're saying, but I'm not leaving $30 million on the table. No player would. You would trade Rodon to the Cardinals and Cortes to the Twins because I'm done with the both of them. Well, I could see Cortes getting traded. Rodon, he has a no trade clause. So if you were to try to trade him, he has to waive his no trade clause. Yeah, it's a little concerning. It's definitely concerning, no doubt. Definitely concerning. Yeah, Stroman's on the mound today. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But yeah, if the Yankees want to win the series, they absolutely have to win today. No doubt. Sorry, I'm just like reading everybody's comments here. Yeah, fans love this team when they were winning and pitching out of their minds. Now they are slumping and pitchers are not performing. We lost faith. Yeah, a lot of fans have lost faith right away, right? They like to blame Boone when this team loses, but they don't give Boone any credit when this team wins. Again, I'm not saying Boone is a great manager. I think he's a good manager. He has good qualities about him. He could be better. He could be better. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him with Rodon. I I have a hunch that him and Matt Blake are not exactly on the same level. They're not seeing eye to eye on certain things. At least that's my belief on it. You know, baseball players pension plan. So here's a little article I found here, Dobby. So it says pensions for Major League Baseball players and coaching staff are determined by a player's clock. This serves to measure the amount of playing time in the league and begin ticking when a player is first added to a team's active roster. After a player or coach has spent a minimum of 43 days on an active roster, they will be eligible for pension benefits not exceeding $9,000 per annum for the rest of their life. Although it is certainly nice to be entitled $9,000 for a mere 43 days of league service, it takes much longer to reap the full benefit of the pension program. To qualify for the fully vested portion of the pension, a player must have put in 10 years of MLB service, measured by a minimum of 173 days annually spent on the active roster or the injured list. Those who qualify for the 10-year vested portion of the program will be able to begin withdrawing $68,000 annually. However, if the individual waits until they are 62 years of age, an annual payment of $220,000 will be made available. So, and then it kind of uses an example here. So it says for some players such as Kansas City Royals catcher Salvador Perez, the 10-5 rule applies. The Venezuelan is eligible because he has not just logged in 10 seasons in the league, but the past 5 years have spent with the Royals. As such, Perez is given full veto authority on any potential trades involving him, kind of like DJ LeMahieu. Number of 10-year MLB veterans has fallen since a decade. So, anyway, I'm not going to read that part, but hopefully that helped answer your question there, Dobby. 38 years of teaching. I get plenty of blame when a student failed and never any credit for an A. Yeah, well, there you go, FJ. There you go. Managers win, or if the team wins games, the team is good. Manager gets no credit. If they start losing games, fire the manager, right? And that's been the main problem with Rodon's recent starts. Right, that's been the problem with his recent starts was the location of his pitches. He's making it easy for the opposing team to hit his balls or to hit his pitches. Yeah, not bad at all. Here we go. Right. So that's the thing. He becomes too predictable. He becomes too predictable, and other teams are, they're making their adjustments. Rodon needs to add someone movement to his four seamer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, his last outing, right? There's games where, he gives up a few runs, and he pitches well after that, right? The innings after that, his pitches are not his outing is still good. I don't want to say great; it's still good, but the bats don't step up. I'm not learning, but a player does not need. And nosebleed section brings up an excellent point here. I love it. Well, I think a lot of it. I think some of it has to do with the analytics department. I really do. I think the analytics is a little bit of a problem here. All right. I think I'm not really the biggest fan of analytics. It has its place, but I think sometimes they might rely a little bit too much on the analytics. Rodon needs to use secondary pitches. Yeah, I mean, Stephen B, you're right. You're not the only one saying it either. This is true. You're not the only one saying it either. I wouldn't call it the devil. There's a time and place to use analytics. It's just a matter of how those analytics are used. Some teams are really good at using it. There's some teams are really good at utilizing those analytics, but the Yankees, I feel like, are not the analytics is not being utilized the way they need to utilize it. I think other teams are doing a better job. But yeah, it's it is scary. I mean, Verdugo. I mean, is only here for the season. He's not going to get signed back. I mean, we know that for a fact. He's not coming back after 2024. He'll be a free agent. He'll play for another team. What team that is, I don't know, but it won't be the New York Yankees. Right. Yeah, exactly. It's a useful tool, but it shouldn't be say all, do all. Right. All good, CT cards. You're good. Yeah, I know we're not the only team with pinstripes. I know Christopher Cancel was saying that, but when people think pinstripe, when the words pinstripes gets used, and when it comes to baseball, people think Yankees. Fans think Yankees, and that could very well happen. Li, that could very well happen. Who knows? There's been a few folks calling for Verdugo to get traded. It could happen. Maybe we see Gleyber Torres get traded too. Because if Verdugo gets traded, you need to trade Gleyber as well, right? I mean, those two guys are slumping. I mean, I don't care about. I mean, personally, I don't care about launch angles. Launch angles to me, listen, I'm all for it. right? I'm all for the launch angles. Like, it's cool to know, but I don't think it should play into a player's, at bat. Just focus on the fundamentals and the basics of putting the ball in play, getting on base, scoring the runners in scoring position. Sign me up, Li. Sign me up. If Verdugo continues on his slumping ways, sign me up. If the Yankees are able to trade him. Glaber, sign me up. I like us not reacting to the current game in front of us. What is the feel of the game? Go off that, right? Not analytics, but hey, I'm not an MLB manager, but I remember before a lot of this analytic. And that that's how it was. That's how it was. CT. I mean, right? You get a feel for the game. You got to put eyes on the game to know what needs to happen instead of looking at analytics and saying, oh well, let's bring this player, let's bring this pitcher in the bullpen because based on the numbers, he's going to pitch well against this batter, right? I mean, again, you could rely a little bit on that, but you still have to use your eyes on the game. So again, there's a time and place for analytics, and some teams do a really good job of utilizing it. Other teams, not so much. But we're an hour in to the stream, folks. I was planning on doing a long live stream today, so just to try and kind of make up for yesterday too. But we're going to talk about the lineup today, folks. We're going to talk about the lineup because the lineup did come out a little bit earlier today. And hopefully this lineup puts a smile on your guys' faces. Many, especially the double plays, they hit into 3 yesterday. So frustrating to watch. Yeah, Eunice, the days before analytics baseball was good. Yeah, no doubt. But let's pull up the lineup though. Let's talk about the lineup. All right. So this is the lineup right here, folks. The Yankees are going to play in an hour and 35 minutes. So Ben Rice leading off. He'll be playing first base. Juan Soto batting second. He'll be playing right field. Okay. Judge is batting third. He'll be DHing. Austin Wells at the dish. He'll be batting cleanup. Batting fifth, second base, Gleyber Torres. Batting sixth, Alex Verdugo playing left field. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Playing center field, batting eighth, Trent Grisham. And then batting ninth, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. And on the mound today, folks, is Marcus Stroman. Folks, what do you all think about the lineup? There's no DJ, even though Aaron Boone made those comments about DJ, but he's on the bench today. What do you all think about this lineup? Let me know. Yeah, I know a lot of you are probably happy that DJ's not in the lineup. Yeah, it doesn't teach fundamentals. Sean is saying he loves the lineup. Cool. Agreed. Lineup. Okay, Raymond likes the lineup. Oh, what's up, Harry Parker? Can you believe LeMay was let off at inning 5 times so far, and Ben Rice? Yeah, it's kind of depends on how the lineup happens, or how the outs happen in the inning. So some players might get more at bats than others. defense. Yeah, I mean, that was something that they were doing. That was something that they were doing at the beginning of the season. Um, was working the pitcher, but they kind of fallen away from that. Now they've been swinging on a lot of first pitches and just not showing any patience at the plate. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they got away from that. Just sending a message here real quick. Sorry. No, he's not playing. I don't think he's playing hurt, man. I think old age has caught up with him and injuries have plagued him for over the last 3-4 years. I think his time is up, man. I don't think he's playing hurt. He's just not the guy that he once was. I would love to see Narvaez behind the dish. I think we'll see him. I mean, I can't imagine Austin Wells playing every single day. Who's the guy in the middle between Judge and Soto? Who's the You talking about Wells or Rice? Get Doogie by hitting him in front of Soto, flip Doogie and Rice, and I like this lineup. Yeah, I mean, there's some flipping that they could do. But I mean, I like the lineup. I mean, could they have done something a little different? Sure. Yeah, I mean, look, Verdugo has hit leadoff before, right? And he's had good success. I mean, lately he hasn't. Oh, the picture. Oh, my fault. I wasn't sure what you were talking about. That's Ben Rice. That's Ben Rice. That's their leadoff batter there, Christopher. I didn't realize you were talking about the picture. Sorry. Yeah, with DJ, old man time is undefeated, and a lot of time he comes out of nowhere. Unfortunately, man, and it happens with all athletes. It happens with all athletes, folks. It happens with every athlete. I mean, every athlete, when age comes, old man time comes around, father time comes around, and they're not the player that they once were. It happens to every great player, bad player. It doesn't matter. It happens to all of them. So, yeah, I mean, age is just a number. I mean, depends, right? I mean, these guys are professional athletes. So, after playing the game for so long, the body does tend to give up. It tends to shut down. There's some guys out there that can still play into their 40s, right? Because they maintain their body, but it depends on the person. Yeah, D train, but Cabrera needs more playing time. That's the thing. I hope we get a win today. Have faith in Stroh. He may get into jams. I'm worried about. Oh, you're out of here, CT Cards. All right, man. Thanks for joining in. We'll see you next time. Verdugo needs to stay at 6. Rice seems to play better at 1. I think Rice is a fit for number 4, but too much pressure without any protection for 5 or 6. Yeah, I mean, they got Wells there at 4. I do agree with Wells. You either put Wells or Rice there just because you need a threat after Judge, right? But the problem is after the number 4 spot, you look at the rest of the lineup, it's not as big of a threat. Volpe, he needs to just get hits and get on base. Grisham shows signs, but it's not like he's not consistent. But again, great glove just at the bats. With the bat, he gets on base. Actually, he had that game last week against the Orioles. He played extremely well. Yeah. Jason dropped a short about a Paredes and Diaz trade from the Rays. What was the short? What did he say? I guess I can watch it real quick too. Today is a must win. Today is absolutely a must win. They have to win today. They got to win today. So hard pass on Diaz. All right. Yeah, Wayne and Gregory and Bob, chill out. Let's chill. Let's chill, guys. We all have opinions. All right, we all have opinions. We're not going to agree with each other. Oh, I thought it was a short. So it looks like he put out a video. Cool. I'll check the video out later. Yeah, well, I think once Giancarlo comes back, I could see them putting him into the number 4 spot. True leadoff. They do need a leadoff guy, no doubt. I mean, Jazz Chisholm could be that guy. Oh, Li, already generalizing. Yeah, I mean, this is a good opportunity for Austin Wells. He's going to get a lot of playing time, and hopefully he can prove himself. I know there's some fans that are out there that are doubting him, but I understand. I get it. I think he'd be fine once Stan comes back. Hopefully that's the case, Stephen B. Hopefully that's the case because, as I said, he does press pretty hard. He has been pressing pretty hard. He's been forcing himself at the plate. He doesn't have to do that. It was some family matters. Apparently there was some family issues there, nosebleed. Better at third and Paredes at second. I mean, shoot. Imagine if the Yankees got both. Holy smokes. That would be a blockbuster right there. But folks in the chat, let's start getting into some of our predictions. What do you all got for Marcus Stroman? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like Paredes, Christopher, but I guess that's the question. Do they want to trade him to a division rival? Yeah. Yeah, Stephen B. So drop your predictions for Marcus Stroman, folks. What do you all think Marcus Stroman is going to do today? And while you all are doing that, I'm going to pull up the matchup today. So it's going to be Shane Baz versus Marcus Stroman. Shane Baz, 0-1 record, 5.23 ERA. Marcus Stroman, 7-4 record with a 3.51 ERA. I'm just putting a star next to all right, so let's see. The Yankees matchup with Shane Baz. Oswaldo Cabrera's had 2 at-bats with a 500 average. Grisham, 2 at-bats, 0. Judge has had 5 at-bats with a 200 average. DJ LeMahieu, who's not playing today, but has only had 2 at-bats with a 500. Ben Rice, 2 at-bats with a 0 batting average. Juan Soto, 2 at-bats with a 1,000 average. Torres, 4 at-bats, 0 batting average. Verdugo, 3 at-bats with a 333 average. Volpe, 2 at-bats with a 0. Austin Wells, 2 at-bats with 1,000. So, they haven't had a whole lot of experience against Shane Baz. And then Tampa Bay versus Marcus Stroman. So Arozarena, 10 at-bats with a 200 average. Their second baseman, Lau, 14 at-bats with a 286 average. Their right fielder, Lowe, 8 at-bats with a 250 average. Palacios, the right fielder, 1 at-bat, 0. Paredes, 1 at-bat with a 0. Ben Wartvedt, 2 at-bats with a 500 average. Rosario, the right fielder, 333 average, 3 at-bats. Siri, 5 at-bats with a 0 batting average. And then Walls, their shortstop, 7 at-bats with a 571 average. So there's a couple of guys that hit well against Stroman. But I think Stroman will have a solid outing. But let me get to some of the predictions here. So Marcus Stroman, 6 innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 runs, 2 walks from Stephen B. Nosebleed section saying Stroman, 6 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run. Stroman from Sean Browning, Stroman, 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks. Lewis saying 6 innings, 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. Raymond is saying 6 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 runs. Okay, Christopher is saying 7 innings strikeouts to be determined. How many strikeouts do you think? If you had how many strikeouts? I'm just curious. Bob Clappish, 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 runs. 5 innings pitched, 4 runs. Okay. I think Stroman is going to go. I think he's going to go 5 innings. I think Marcus Stroman is going to go 5 innings. He's going to go. He'll go 3 strikeouts. He'll walk 2. He'll give up 2. Guessing 8 or 9 Ks. That's fine. Stroman goes 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 runs. Okay. Ken is saying 5 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 runs. Yeah, I got him going 5 innings pitched, 2 runs, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. So you and I have similar numbers there, Ken. Yes, indeed. Yeah, bad at home and bad in day games. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what he does. Hopefully he has a better game today. Yeah, good. And thank you, Christopher. And good luck to your team there, bud. Good luck to your team. Yeah, let's hope Stroman has a strong outing. I think Stroman will be fine today, though. I think he knows that this is a must win. It is a must win. You know, the Yankees got to get 3 out of 4 against the Rays. They have to get 3 out of 4. Yeah, LB, no doubt. Yeah, I mean this season especially. I mean the Rays had the have had Nestor's number this season. Yeah, I know the Mets situation is a little different. You know, I get it, man. Yeah, he'd be a good second baseman. I'd take him over Gleyber Torres right now. No doubt about it. Yeah, he's always trying to attack those corners. So let me go ahead and just remove that. I think we all know the lineup now. Left it up there for a little too long, so I do apologize. But let me look at the over under for today's game for Yankees Rays. So the over under for today's game is going to be 9. They would be buying and selling. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Figured. So the score, so the over under for today's game is going to be 9, folks. What are your score predictions? I saw a couple already. So 4-2 Yankees win, 3-1 Yankees win. So you all are saying it's a low scoring game. Bold prediction: Verdugo bust slump with an RBI double. Judge, Wells, and Soto go deep. Yeah, I think today's game is going to be, yeah, you know what? You're going to laugh, Ken. I was going to say 5-3. I was going to say the same thing. That is no joke. You read my mind, man. Or I might have read yours. I don't know. But I got 5-3 as well. 6-4. 7-1. All right. Cabrera hits a home run today. All right. Cool. I like it. I like it. Let's see some more score predictions, folks. What else do we have for score predictions? Yeah, revenge for yesterday. Yeah, they need revenge, all right. Raymond is saying 6-4. Okay. 6-4. Awesome. What else? Yeah, I got 5-3. I have 5-3. I think the Yankees will score 5. 9-7. 5-2. Okay. Got it. LI is going 3-2, so LI is gonna, LI thinks it's gonna be a very tight, close game. I mean, very well could be. They are division rivals. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I agree with that. I mean, you can't be scoring like 8, 9 runs, 10 runs, 16 runs one game, and then next game comes around and you're not scoring at all. Judge and Rice hit home runs. Be a dogfight in the ninth, but Tampa might sneak one in. I'm guessing 2-1. Okay, so you're thinking a very low scoring game. All right. Understood. Yeah. So here's another question I'll ask everybody, and shout out to Nosebleed section for starting this. How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? So I think yesterday they hit into like 3, if I'm not mistaken. But what do you all think? Let me know. Raymond is saying 2. Frank is saying 3. Li is saying 2. I'm going 2. I'm going 2 double plays. All right, there, Sean. Thanks for tuning in, man. Take care, okay? And you're saying 2 double plays. Got it? 4 or 5 or maybe 6. Woo! Dang, that's a lot. Yeah, Sean Browning, I saw you. 2. 2. So, okay. So you're saying the Tampa Bay Rays are going to hit into 2 double plays and the Yankees hit into 2 double plays. All right. Ken is saying 0. Need to stop. We should bunt if certain players are up. 2 double plays. Yeah. Well, they have been bunting a little bit more lately, so which was, nice to see. But yeah, I'd love to see more bunts. I'm glad they're utilizing those bunts. Yeah, most of us are saying 2 double plays. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, the Yankees are definitely gonna be buyers. They're definitely gonna be buyers. Who they trade for, I don't know. They're definitely gonna be buyers. They need a third baseman. I would want them to get a starting pitcher. They need to address the bullpen. Um, those are areas that they absolutely have to address. No doubt there. Every time there's a runner on first for Verdugo will be coming in with a slow jog. Oh boy. Yeah. See bunts from anyone but Soto or Judge. I mean, Soto laying down bunts is actually pretty cool though. I mean, he creates opportunities. Old school physically bunt over and hit could open up so much pressure on the pitcher. You're not wrong, Stephen B. We need to revamp this infield besides first base. I mean, third and second base are needs. So yeah, Christopher, there's going to be. I think it's going to be very limited as far as what teams are going to be selling. We know the obvious ones, but we don't. There's a lot of teams that are contending right now, and as you know, right, and I'm sure you pay attention to the standings of the National League because you're a Mets fan. There's a lot of contenders right now in the National League that are trying to get a wild card spot. It's really tight. So, I mean, who knows what the So who knows what's going to happen at the deadline? Again, there's going to be a few teams that are obvious, right? The Marlins, White Sox, Angels. You know, those teams are going to be sellers for sure. Nestor Cortes, yeah, if they put him on the market, sure. Rodon has a no trade clause. So, yeah, they can try and trade him, but they got to find a team that's going to pick up his contract. Yankees are going to have to eat his salary, and he has to agree to the trade. So, there's that when it comes to Carlos Rodon. He has a no trade clause. Yeah, I mean, look, I still think this team will get into the playoffs, but if this team is trying to win a World Series, they have to make moves. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but it's a fact, and we all know that. We all know that. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, you know, I like him. I do like him batting in the bottom of the or towards the bottom of the lineup. You know, I understood why the Yankees moved him to the leadoff spot, but I feel like he does better at towards the bottom of the order. In my opinion, I think he does a better job there. But yeah, and back to what Li was saying, I could see Nestor Cortes getting traded at the deadline, kind of like the whole Jordan Montgomery thing that they did 2 years ago. They could do the same thing with Nestor Cortes. You know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, and I don't see the Yankees moving Volpe out of the shortstop position, at least not yet. I wouldn't go that far. Right now I wouldn't. They're not going to move him out of shortstop. What's up, Soul Max? What up, fellas? Decided to go to the beach today. I don't think I can take another loss like yesterday and watch DJ look like he. You're funny, bro. Well, hopefully you're having a good time at the beach. And I don't know if you saw the lineup, but the Yankees don't have DJ LeMahieu in the lineup today. Oswaldo Cabrera is playing third base. So hopefully that puts a smile on your face. I know a lot of fans are happy about it. Bob Nightingale just said Jones is now on the table. Yeah, and I'm sure the Yankees would put him on the table for the right deal. You know, they're not going to just trade Jones just to trade Jones. He's a top prospect in the Yankees organization. You know, hypothetically speaking, if the Yankees were able to get Tadek Skubal, the left-handed pitcher, starting pitcher from the Tigers, would you guys be okay with trading Spencer Jones? I figured that might put a smile on your face. I want to ask that question to folks, though. Jason just put it out on a short. I got you. Thanks for that. Lou's saying he'd be okay with that. All right. Harry Parker saying yes. I think he was trying to add something about that. Add some more to that.
According to Bob Nightingale, it's reported the Yankees are now willing to offer top prospect Spencer Jones for either Garrett Crochet or Tarek Skubal. He is now on the table officially, according to Bob Nightingale. Okay. Additionally, the Dodgers are apparently in discussions right now with the White Sox on a very big trade.
So yeah, I was just listening to Jason Short. So apparently they're looking to offer him for Garrett Crochet or Tarek Skubal. I would love to have Skubal personally. Yeah. Stephen B. Selfish. You don't want to share. But there you go, folks. It sounds like Spencer Jones is officially on the table. The Yankees are looking to trade him for either a Tardik Skubal or Garrett Crochet. Sorry, but Garrett Crochet, I don't know. I still think Garrett Crochet goes to the Dodgers. Honestly, yeah. Tony Jones, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I would do it for Crochet. I would do it for Skubal. I know I said that Jones was an untouchable, but you know, I would only trade Jones for a great pitcher with controllable years, and Skubal meets that. There were some good players that they drafted. They drafted a lot of pitching there, Christopher. They drafted like 13 pitchers. It was like 10 right-handers, 3 lefties. They got an outfielder. They got a first baseman. So, but the majority of their draft picks was all pitching. Yeah, well, something, Frank. I mean, this is kind of like the fun part. This is like the same thing as the offseason. You hear about all these rumors. You hear about all the players that the Yankees are supposedly linked to, or they might look to trade for this player. A lot of it is like clickbait. Some of it is true. We truly don't know. Yeah, send me a picture, dude. Go for it. I'm down. Crochet is probably not moved until offseason. I don't know, man. I know the Dodgers apparently they're in some talks with the White Sox for a package of like Crochet and Luis Robert. I mean, Dodgers need some help with pitching. They need some help. They're hurting right now for pitching. And Crochet is on a pitch limit too. I'd rather get Tardik Skubal personally. If you're going to trade Spencer Jones, trade him for Tardik Skubal. Yeah. I mean, and this last offseason, wow. It was insanity. Yamamoto's hurt, dude. Yamamoto's hurt. He's on a 60-day IL. He's hurt. Tyler Glasnow, he's hurt. Kershaw is not pitching right now. He's hurt. They got some issues with their pitching. They need pitching. Wow, Stephen B. I see the picture, bro. That cheesecake looks good. Yeah. I mean, but that's every player, though, unfortunately. I mean, Eunice, I mean, every player, gets hurt. A lot of, or not every player, but a lot of players get hurt. It's inevitable. Especially with pitchers. Yeah, I mean, pitchers constantly getting hurt. It's been insane this year. But they're in first place in a very weak division. Keep that in mind. The NL West is not a strong division. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Tigers could be sellers. I don't think they have any sort of like playoff hope. I mean, where are they in the standings right now? Just going to look real quick. I mean, they have a 49-50 record. I mean, they're in 4th place. And I mean, they're 5 games out of a wild card spot, so they could still make it by some crazy miracle, but I don't know that they will. No doubt, dude. And pitchers do win World Series. Yeah, players getting hurt is just sports. Yeah, I mean, players do get hurt. It happens. Old Sarge, salute to you. What's going on, man? The Yankees trade Jones will come back to burn them. Trade the minor league pitching talent for a pitcher. Yeah, but according to Bob Nightingale, though, the Yankees are making him available for either Todd Skubal or Garrett Crochet. I mean, if I had to pick out of the two, I'd rather them go after Todd Skubal if you're going to trade Spencer Jones. But we'll see. I mean, we're less than 10 days out of the trade deadline. I mean, we'll see what the Yankees are gonna do. Rays are a good team with some bad injuries. If they weren't in AL East, they'd be thick of it. And yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's the thing with the Rays, right? Real quick, the thing with the Rays is that they do a good job of developing players, but for some reason, they do well in the regular season. They do really well in the regular season. However, when it comes to the playoffs, they don't play as well. So, do you think a generational player like Soto would have made it majors at such a young age? Dominguez came up last year a bit was because of, yeah, I mean, that's the reason why he was called up. And besides, the thing with Dominguez too, why they called up some of these young guys last year was the Yankees weren't making the playoffs. So, hey, you know what? Let's call the young guys up. Let's see what they can do. We got it. We got a little preview of them, which was nice. Yeah, I mean, starting pitching. It's not even just Rodon. It's also Nestor Cortes. He's been a little bit of a problem as well. Not a little bit, but he has been an issue as well. Yeah, I wouldn't trade Spencer Jones for Crochet. Yep, you're not on board for trading Jones unless you're getting an ace back. You're not moving him. Understood. There's differing opinions here. And as I always say, opinions are welcome. We're not going to always agree. But everybody brings a different talking point, and that's fine. So. But yeah, the trade deadline, I mean, things are, there's a lot of talks happening. There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of news. There's a lot of clickbaits. We'll see. We'll see what the team does. We'll see what happens. I think Jones is going to be special and regret if traded, superstar in the making. I think so too. I think there's a lot of potential there with Spencer Jones. Would you trade Spencer Jones if we get more than one MLB ready player? Depends. Like who do you have in mind there, Nosebleed? I'm just curious, like who do you have in mind? Ken's hungry. Oh, Ken's hungry. Ken's hungry. Ken wants to talk food because he hasn't eaten anything. He's getting a little angry right now, so I don't want to make Ken angry. Oh no, better watch out. But yeah, don't worry, Ken. I was gonna get to that portion. I was gonna get there. Don't you worry. You're more inclined to trade Dominguez than Jones. I mean, some folks feel that way. I get it. But what is everybody doing for food? What are you all eating on? It's an early game today. What are you all feeling? Leftovers, pizza, Korean food, Chinese food, tacos. I mean, what are we all thinking? Crochet and Kopech. It's 2 pitchers. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Yeah, Ken is hangry. Cheesecake, nice. Oh man, that's awesome. I got some snacks at the house, so I might do some snacks. Yeah, so you're in the trade Dominguez over Jones. I mean, again, there's a lot of upside with Spencer Jones, a lot of upside with Jason Dominguez. Skubal has 3 years of controls. That might be the only player that package of Jones makes sense. Yeah, and that's the other thing. He comes with 3 years of control, and he's a legit starter. He's a great starter. I mean, I remember that last start that he had against the Yankees. I think he struck out 12 guys. Veal cutlets for supper. You do what, Omad? But yeah, what's everybody's food plans though? What are you all eating for lunch? Or is it a late breakfast, or is it an early dinner? Or are you all just snacking? Yeah, well, fam is only a rental, I think. I like Tommy Pham, but I think he's only. I don't know that I would do Tommy Pham. Yeah, he's a rental, and he's 36. Michael Kopech. I mean, he comes with another year of control. You get him for 2025. Yeah, I don't know, nosebleed section. I'm not sure about that one, man. Personally. Old Sarge's Sunday breakfast with the family, eggs, bacon, scrambled pancakes, and an ice cold. All right. I got you. Burgers on a grill, mac and cheese for dinner. All right. Fajitas. What are you snacking on, bro? 1 meal a day? Is it which meal? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? What are you snacking on? You had some rice balls, having chips for the game? All right. Man, my man Nosebleed section's eating all the junk food. The wife is gone right now. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I might just snack on some crackers or something, or some chips as well. Chicken lo mein, fried wontons, and a Coke. All right, Lou. I got you. Yeah, what about the donuts there, Nosebleed? What about the donuts? He probably had that for breakfast. Probably woke up early, went to the donut shop. Oh, donuts are tomorrow. Gotcha. Yeah, we know, Nosebleed. We know. Chicken nachos with jalapenos. That sounds good. Yeah, D-Rod must be stuff. Yeah, D-Rod, I think he's got some stuff going on right now. So, yeah, I'm not sure where he's been. I'm sure he'll come around, hopefully. But he could be stuck in a closet. He could be stuck in a closet. That's a fact. Anybody have yeah, keep dropping your food comments, but anybody have any other Sunday plans besides watching the Yankees? Nothing yet. My snack time is at 1. Yeah, we're like 5 minutes. We're almost 5 minutes away there, dude. What are you planning on snacking on? Have hours for my meals? Yeah, I hear you. What do you do for your meals? What are you feeling today? Yeah, hopefully he's all right. Dude's funny. Yeah, he is hilarious. D-Rod's funny. He is funny. Applesauce? All right. Okay, so the Dodgers are getting Glasnow back on Wednesday, Kershaw on Thursday. Interesting. All right. They still need a pitcher, though. I mean, I think they're still going to require a starting pitcher. I mean, Yamamoto's out. But shopping, to wash, and giving one of my Huskies a bath. It will take 7 minutes in the blowout. All right. Yeah, you got a lot of Huskies there, bud. You do have a lot of pups. Those pups need to be taken care of. I don't think he needs Tommy John surgery. I haven't heard anything about him needing Tommy John surgery. I don't know. All I know is that he is on the 60-day IL. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I don't want to get a pet. That's all I'm going to say about that. But Huskies are awesome. I had a friend that had 2 Huskies, and they were both great. Yeah, they're trying to get Crochet and Luis Robert. Yeah. They're trying to talk to the White Sox about that. Which birdie, Nick or John? Pitcher or out or infielder? Just be the one that giving trouble, but she came a long way from. Yeah, I got you, dude. Yeah, my nephews used to have a golden retriever. Yeah, but we have two birdies though. We have John Birdie and Nick Birdie there, Christopher. So John Birdie is the infielder. Nick Birdie's the relief pitcher. Well, this is where they also need to address the bullpen. They absolutely have to address the bullpen. So they could, maybe they go after a Tanner Scott. That could be an option for the Yankees. They're both hurt, dude. They're both hurt. Both John Birdie and Nick Birdie are hurt. Are you talking about the infielder or the pitcher? I think you're talking about the infielder, but I don't want to assume. Yeah, they're both hurt. As far as Nick Birdie, the pitcher goes, yeah, Nick Birdie, the pitcher. I'm not sure how he's progressing. John Birdie, the infielder, he's had a setback on his injury. He was supposed to receive a PRP injection and see how that does for him. And if everything goes well, he'll hopefully be back, sooner rather than later. But he had a minor setback on his rehab. So John Birdie's supposed to have a rehab assignment here, or a PRP injection, and we'll see how that does for him. But yeah, we'll see what ends up happening though, folks. But I'm going to close it out here in the next few minutes. They're not brothers. They have the same last name, different spellings. So, but anyway, as far as them coming back this year, they should be coming back this year, hopefully. Hopefully. They've been out for a little while, so but yeah, so folks, I did want to let you all know there's going to be a little bit of a schedule change this week, okay? I'm actually going to go live tomorrow morning, all right, at 9:30, and I will not be going live on Tuesday. I just wanted to give everybody a heads up about that. So again, I am going to go live on tomorrow morning, Monday morning at 9:30. I will not be going live on Tuesday. So there's going to be a little bit of a switch in the schedule. All right. I was talking with Uncle Tats from the Pinstripe Chronicles, and him and Donald, which shout out to those guys, are going to actually go to the Yankees game tomorrow, and they're not going to do the show. So Uncle Tats reached out to me and asked if we can switch days. So his show is going to go live on Tuesday at 10 a.m. and I'm going live tomorrow at 9:30, just to so I switched up days with him. He reached out to me and seeing if I can make that happen, which I could. That wasn't a problem whatsoever, which is nice because yesterday or for tomorrow I wasn't planning on doing a live stream or for the pregame, so it does work out. So I am going to go live tomorrow morning instead of Tuesday. That's going to be the only switch. So I get to do a morning live stream, and hopefully as I'm going live, the lineup comes out and we could talk about the lineup. So we'll do a live stream and a pregame together. All right. Yeah. We try to keep in touch, we try to work around each other's schedules. I mean, this is one of those rare times, and I'm happy. I'm always happy to help where I can, of course, right? I want to help out, but that's what's going on tomorrow for this week there, folks. So, pre-games are still going to happen, right? But I'm going to go live tomorrow at 9:30. No show on Tuesday, but tune in on Tuesday to Pinstripe Chronicles podcast. So make sure you all tune in on that day. Ever think of doing a late night show after Jason? Here's the thing. I'd be down to do a late night. I don't know how many people would be up though. I would be down to do some late nights. I might go live after today's game, depending on if Jason goes live after the game. I don't know if he's planning on it. If he does, I'll just jump over to his channel. If he doesn't, I'll go live after the game and we could talk about the game. Yeah, and Jason, sometimes he'll send me the link and jump on with him. Aiden, I would do it for Scooble. I wouldn't do it for Crochet. So you'd be up late nights. You're up at late nights. All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could maybe do some late night, after hours live streams. That's a possibility. It's always a possibility, but we'll see. Yeah, late night with me. I mean, I might be up for it if I get a lot of people who jump on. I might be down. More than likely, that's probably what it's looking like. You're up to 11 usually during the week and weekends for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm usually up around those times too, but usually I'm like, I try to go to sleep early. Past couple of weeks I've been trying to catch up on sleep, but anyway, that's a different story for a different day. But folks, I am going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for coming on. All right. Just went over 2 hours. So I had a lot of fun. I wanted to do a long live stream today, so I was able to accomplish that goal. But I do appreciate every single one of you joining me this morning. And we got to talk about a lot, yesterday's game, the trades. We talked, Aaron Boone. We talked a lot today about a lot of things. So, and talked about the lineup, talked about predictions, food, talked about a lot. It was good. So, again, thank you all for coming on. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with anyone you know. I'm on the road to 800 subscribers. Love to get there as quickly as possible. Let's keep growing this channel. I want to get to, ideally the big goal is to get to 1,000 as quickly as possible. And again, and a special shout out to Nosebleed section with the $2 super chat. That your support is greatly appreciated. Any support for the channel is always appreciated. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all for coming on. As always, thank you for the kind words. Go enjoy the game. Let's go, Yankees. Enjoy your Sunday. All right. Be safe out there, folks. Take care of yourselves. Again, let's go, Yankees. Enjoy your Sunday. And I will see you all tomorrow morning. All right. Hope to see all of you here. And you all have a good one. Let's go, Yankees.